Have you ever wondered why humans have waged wars for thousands of years yet also strive for peace? This intriguing dichotomy of war and peace has been a part and parcel of our existence since the dawn of human civilization. In the early history of mankind, even as communities began to form and grow, there were first recorded instances of war. These conflicts often arose from territorial disputes, resource scarcity, or ideological differences. The primal instinct of survival fueled these battles, painting a picture of a world seemingly consumed by strife. Yet paradoxically, there was also a profound yearning for peace and harmony. Early humans, despite their differences, shared a common dream of coexisting without conflict. They sought to create societies where the lion could indeed lie down with the lamb, a world where the swords would be beaten into plowshares. As we journey through time, we see this conflict between war and peace play out repeatedly. This is the tale of humanity, a tale of paradoxes, a tale of war and peace. The Middle Ages, a time of knights and castles, also saw the rise of diplomatic relations and peace treaties. During this time, war was a common occurrence, often fueled by religious fervor and territorial disputes. Yet it was also a time when the concept of diplomacy began to take shape, paving the way for peace treaties and negotiations. Take the Crusades, for instance, a series of religious wars that led to a shift in the geopolitical landscape. And then came the Peace of Westphalia, a series of peace treaties that ended the 30 Years' War, marking a significant turning point in history. This was the moment when sovereign states began to recognize each other's rights to exist in peace. As we journeyed from the Middle Ages to the Age of Enlightenment, the idea of peace started to gain ground. The Age of Enlightenment brought about a new understanding of war and peace, emphasizing reason and diplomacy over brute force. As we moved into the modern era, the stakes of war and the desire for peace only increased. The 20th century, a time of unprecedented destruction, also saw the greatest efforts for global peace. This era bore witness to the brutalities of two world wars, events that redefined our understanding of conflict, and the chilling standoff of the Cold War. World War I, often referred to as the Great War, was a devastating conflict that spanned 4 long years, from 1914 to 1918. It left in its wake a world scarred by the horrors of chemical warfare, trench warfare, and a death toll in the millions. Barely 2 decades later, the world was plunged into yet another global conflict, World War II. This war was marked by even greater devastation, including the unprecedented use of nuclear weapons. In the shadow of these wars, the Cold War emerged, a different kind of conflict. Instead of large-scale battles, this was a war of ideologies, a chess game between superpowers, each maneuvering to checkmate the other without resorting to direct warfare. Yet, it was in these times of great strife that the seeds of peace were sown. The creation of the United Nations in 1945 marked a concerted effort by nations to maintain international peace and security, to develop friendly relations among nations, and to achieve international cooperation in solving international problems. In the wake of the Cold War, we find ourselves in a new era of conflict and peace. In our current era, the nature of war has changed, yet our yearning for peace remains. As we moved into the 21st century, the battlefield also moved beyond physical territories. Today, we face a new form of conflict: cyber warfare. Invisible to the naked eye, these digital battles are waged daily, threatening national security and global stability. Terrorism too has morphed into a global menace, disregarding borders and sowing seeds of fear and discord. Yet, amidst these shadows of conflict, hope persists. International treaties are still being signed, diplomacy is still being pursued, and nations are still striving for peace. The United Nations continues to play a pivotal role, mediating disputes and facilitating dialogues. Non-governmental organizations are tirelessly working to alleviate the aftermath of conflicts and foster understanding among diverse cultures. These efforts underline our enduring quest for harmony, our collective longing for a world where disputes are settled not with arms, but with words. As we look to the future, the struggle between war and peace continues. In our exploration of war and peace, one thing remains clear: the pursuit of knowledge and understanding is vital. The intricacies of our history, the complexities of human nature, the delicate dance between conflict and harmony, these are topics that need to be explored, dissected, and understood. And what better place to embark on this enlightening journey than Talescape Treasury? Here we delve into the depths of these subjects and more, Join us in our quest for knowledge. Subscribe to Talescape Treasury and become a part of our community of explorers.